I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Will Hunter. This is my custom league. It's not the regular NHL. You can check out my custom league rules in the description for context. And with that said, our Leafs are definitely on a 25-game win streak. The game even tells me you can go to the activity feed, and right at the top, Maple Leafs are on a roll as they have won the last 25 in a row. Now we head out to Colorado to face the Rockies. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. Playing for the Rockies on the first line is Jonathan Drouin, Peter Forsberg, and Mike Gartner. On the second line, Joel Eriksson Ek, Andy Bathgate, and Bernie Geoffrion. On the third line, Scott Hartnell, Xavier Bourgault, and Bob Nystrom. And on the fourth line is Jeremy Lauzon, Charlie Coyle, and Darren McCarty. On defense, on the first pair is Darnell Nurse with Bob Murray. On the second pair is Zeev Buium with Dave Babbage. And on the third pair is William Wallander with Marty McSorley. Starting in net is Igor Shesterkin with Nicholas Backstrom backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Eli Tulivin, Jordan Spence, Frank Petrano, Evander Kane, Tyler Tucker, and Jack Quinn. Playing for the Leafs on the first line is Marcus Naslund, Eric Lindros, and Peter Bondra. On the second line is Alexander Burrows, Bobby Clark, and Lanny McDonald. On the third line is Marcus Johansson, Vincent Danfus, and Glenn Murray. And on the fourth line is Nikita Kubankin, Scott Lawton, and Mark Parrish. On defense, on the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair is Ivan Provorov with Eric Cernak. And on the third pair is Yusuf Valimaki with Tyler Myers. Starting in net is Dominik Hasek with Artur Shilov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Damon Hunt, Zach Hyman, and Jonathan Toews.
Hi everybody, welcome back to EA Sports. It has been hard times for the home team trying to end this losing streak. Can they do it tonight? And we are about set to drop the puck on this one. The Rockies take possession to get this one underway. Colorado's got the puck along the wall. Oh, they telegraph the pass and he picks it off. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Easily kicked away by the goalie. Colorado's playing it through center. Shot! And that goes off. The glove play continues here. There's the collision.
Hasek's made an incredible save right there, and it's kind of status quo. He's had such a consistent presence in the net all season long, as indicated by his save percentages. Teams in the win column can't do much more than give your team a chance.
Toronto's got possession of the puck. Lindros takes it through the middle of the ice. He got thunderstruck.
He knew exactly what he was doing with that hit this early in the game. He's trying to send a message and dictate the pace.
Oh, what a save on the clapper!
I really like the way that this game has started for them here, James, and a reason why is that they're physically engaged. And just have a look at this hit right here. I mean, you want to drive play, you want to impose your physical will right from the start of the game. You want to be prepared right from puck drop. That hit right there tells me they're ready.
Lots of time left in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Shot! And he's got the answer for that one. Makes the save again! Steps inside. And cut that one out of the net.
have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing, and you gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
The Leafs come up with the defensive zone draw. Great read in the offensive zone by Jeffrey-O. The Rockies take possession here in the open ice. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. Moves it quickly over to McDonald. And serves up off the post.
Oh, great chance there, James, and an opportunity to get the go-ahead goal, but the pipe gets in the way, and it says, not today.
And he rings the post. Makes it look easy with the stop. Puck grab by McDonald. And now it's over to Lawton. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Makes the save with the glove.
I'd say he has some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. Still scoreless in this one. Toronto's got the puck inside the offensive zone. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Leafs have it now. And he handles the cross-ice pass. Looking to set up offensively. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Colorado's got it in their own zone. Dumps it in. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Handles the pass. And he's knocked off the puck there. Bourchot's got the puck along the wing. Slides it quickly to Lawton. Fires it. That goes wide. Picked up along the boards by Johansson. Quick feed to Lawton. Turns it aside with the save. They put the puck into the offensive end. Scrum ensues along the boards. And that's taken away in the offensive end by Forsberg. Colorado's got the puck. The Leafs will play it in their own end. Colorado's ready to go on the attack. And they'll dump it in. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. Chernak's got it in the defensive end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Throws it in. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Takes the feed, moving in. Along the half wall with the puck. Oh, and they can't keep the puck in the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. And that's off a stick. Moves the puck. Colorado's looking to break out of their own end. Works it across to Bourchot. Moves it around along the half wall. Feeds it over. And that ricochets off a twig in front. Hasek's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Here in the back half of this period, we're still scoreless. Toronto's got the win off that draw. And he gives it over to Valimaki. Broken up in the neutral zone by Coyle. Here we go, puck's in deep. Moves it to Valimaki. And he takes the dish. Oh, and there's a big-time hit.
That's a massive and timely hit there, James. Saw his opponent with the head down, lined up perfectly, and threw it. Just love the physicality and the intensity of this play.
And that's stolen by McCarty. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Well, players should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Shesterkin's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
See if we can pick up some momentum again here as a face-off is ready to go. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Nice bank pass off the boards. Picked up along the wall by Eriksson. Smart heads up play to neutralize the threat. From his own end, he moves it up ahead. And the puck's knocked loose. Here's a short pass to Murray. Slides it back to the blue line. And that slides right out to center ice. Taken by Johansson. Colorado's got the puck along the wall. Levels him with the hit. Angles it over to Murray. Sent into the offensive zone. Colorado's got the puck along the boards. Sends it in deep. Colorado's got it behind the net. And he moves it up to Geoffrion. With possession along the wall. And a nice save there as play continues. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Picks up the puck. And now it's grabbed by Valimaki. The Leafs pick up steam and are on the attack. Skates to the crease. Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Feeds the puck across to Drouin. Oh, look at this. Oh, he got blocked right into the bench.
This was purposeful. You got to be aware of where you are on the ice, especially when you're near your opponent's bench. And now he is on the other side of it, man. He's got to pick his head up and get out of there.
Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. The Rockies look to start the transition game and uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Quick pass to Lindros. He carries the puck up along the wing. The Rockies gain possession. Sends a pass over. Fires it on net. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. There's the horn for period number 1 as it comes to an end. We've got lots more action. 2 more thirds of this one to go. Stay with us.
Well, that period was a whole lot of nothing. Let's see what happens in the second. Let's hope the Leafs can get this go-ahead goal.
Fans back in their seats. Teams are on the ice. They're ready to drop the puck here for period number 2. Advantage goalies through the first 20 minutes. Let's see if we get a goal here in the second. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
A real tight game defensively here, James. Not generating a lot of shots on either side in these scoreless games. Sometimes you got to cheat on the other side of the puck, counter-attack, and get on your horse.
Slides it across. Look at this. Toronto's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Here they come up along the wing. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. And he was ready for that save. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Still no score in this one. The Leafs win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. And that goes off a body. Shuts him down. And he takes the feed. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Gains the zone through the middle. He's got a step. Makes the save.
Oh, and this is a great save, James. The goaltender gets to the top of his crease, makes himself look huge, and is extremely aggressive to be able to make that stop.
Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. Clark's got the puck, and they'll go on the attack. And a solid stop on the play there. Good job tangling up his opponent here. Hammers it on net. And that goes off the post and out.
So frustrating when you don't get the bounces and you just miss as that one goes off the pipe. You gotta wonder, if you get the opening goal, the momentum's all in your favor.
Feeds it over to Morrissey. Here's a chance. And makes the save.
You know the goalie's dialed in when he redirects the puck to the corner.
Colorado's moving it up the ice. We got a penalty coming up here on the play. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Rockies will now be undermanned with a cross-checking penalty.
You got to keep your hands down, and when you don't, you're going to get the cross-checking call all day long.
Our first look tonight at their power play unit.
An opportunity here to go up by 1 on the power play. You know they've worked on this in practice. It's something you do, your repetitions. This is what prepares you to be big in these moments.
And they get some breathing room as the puck leaves the defensive end. Slides it diagonally to Lindros. And he'll lug the puck back inside the defensive zone. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. Lindros works the puck in his own zone. Sends the pass over. Looking to break out here on the power play.
Well, Jane, sometimes on a power play with more time and space, you can get lulled to sleep, and that's exactly what this has been happening here, as it's been lackluster, unable to even get a shot on net so far.
The Leafs gain control of the puck against the wall. Handles the pass at center. Puck scooped up by Lindros. Makes the save. Moves it quickly over to Lindros. Big time stop there.
On the sequence of saves, I love how strong he is in his set positioning here, James. You can see that he gets square to the shooter, and that makes the second save easier.
Horschel's ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. And we'll get a faceoff after the puck hops into the bench. Clark's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here. Gardner's won a big draw on their own end. More time off the clock as they grab the puck.
Eriksson X penalty is almost expired.
The Leafs come up empty-handed on the power play. We're back to even strength here.
You get the nod to go out there on the power play and make a difference, and you don't? It's frustrating, and it's a real momentum killer.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. Still looking for our first goal. Colorado's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. Colorado's got it in the offensive zone. Denies him in front. Along the right side into the offensive zone. Taken along the wall by McDonald. Poked away by Bourgeau. Nice connection on a cross-ice pass. Through center along the wing. Puck picked up by Nystrom. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Gets in the lane with the body. Big save. McDonald swooping in on the attack. Here's a shot. And there's a glove save on the play. Goaltender covers up and we'll get a face-off. Colorado's won the draw. McCarty's lugging the puck. Easily turned aside by Shesterkin. Can't connect on the shot. Feeds the puck to Foot. And that one's stolen at center ice. And they're off to the races for the loose puck. Great burst of speed to come up with it. The Leafs are in transition. Colorado's got possession of the puck. Feeds it to Coyle. Takes the feed. And they'll go the other way with it. Colorado's got the puck. Tries to feed it over to Drouin. Grabbed along the boards by McCarty. Across the line. Sends the feed in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. The game is still scoreless. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. The Leafs win that offensive zone face-off. Gets it to the other point. Oh, a clutch save! The Rockies moving ahead. Puck grab by Chernak. From the open ice, they gain the line. There's a firm collision. From behind the net. Handles the puck at the point. Comes up with the stop.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Colorado's got it in the defensive zone. Right through center and into the offensive zone. Puts it on net. Oh, what a save in front. Colorado's got the puck. Gaining steam here on the attack. Quick feed to Lindros. Good use of the body on the play. Intercepts it in the neutral zone. Puts it in deep. Colorado's got a hold of it along the wall. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Bats it down out of midair. Good reach for the stick to knock the puck away. Oh, he's rocked him!
Oh, that's gotta feel terrible, James. I mean, he finished his hit right through his chest.
The Leafs have it against the wall. Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. From his own end, he picks up the puck. And he takes the feed. Colorado's got a hold of the puck. Dumps it into the O-zone. The Leafs have it now. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Rocked him in the open ice. Makes a save. There's another stop. Battle along the boards. Moves it to Coyle. He carries the puck up along the wing. Sends it in on the attack. Moves it in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Toronto's in transition. Puck dumped in. Colorado's got a hold of the puck now. Puck moves over to McCarty. Grabs it in his own end. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Leafs gain control of the puck. And he feeds it down to McDonald. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Taken by Johansson. And he was ready for that one. And that'll bring an end to the second period of play. Let's get a clean sheet of ice and come back with the third period next.
Well, another period of a whole lot of nothing. Toronto did get a lot of shots on net, though. Let's hope they keep this up. Eventually, we'll get one through.
Welcome back to EA Sports. The final frame looms here as the officials set to drop the puck on period number 3. And the puck is dropped here in the third. Both these goaltenders have been dialed in tonight. From the left side into the middle of the neutral zone. Long jam in front. That's broken up. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Cuts into the paint. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
We're still in the early stages of this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Colorado's got a hold of the puck. And there's the whistle, icing the call.
To Americans doing a great job tonight of showing that goaltending comes in waves. Sometimes you're quiet, and then all of a sudden it gets really busy. But making the big save at the right time is critical, and he has been a foundation, a real strength of this group right now.
Moments away from the face-off. Let's get back to the action. Lindros wins the offensive zone face-off, and here we go.
Center bears down on that bottom hand, a clean win, and you can see them all setting up, looking to attack the net against this tired group.
And it gets a 1-2, wow!
Beauty save back there. He's really owning his crease.
Colorado's won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. From center, they get into the attacking area. And that's a great defensive heads-up to force the turnover. Takes it across the blue line. Ericsson's got it deep in the offensive end. Toronto's on the attack. Excellent stick work on the play. Here's a short pass to Eriksson. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. Takes a shot. Sizzling shot, and he makes the save. Lots of time left in this period. Still scoreless in this one. Colorado's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. How did he stop that one?
Well, that shot came quick, and it was right out front. He had to be sharp. He had to be right on it and show his brilliant reflexes.
Scooped up along the wall by McDonald. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Nystrom. Gets the puck in deep. The Leafs gain possession along the wall. Looks to get the puck over to McDonald. Shot! And he's got that one. Quick pass to Hartnell. And that's off a stick. Oh, he had the answer on that one. Moves it quickly over to Bourgeau. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Quick pass across to Johansson. Great defensive effort with the stick. Good battle along the boards for the puck. And that's poked away by Babic. Muffs the shot attempt. Quick feed to Drouin. Here's an odd man rush.
He knows he's only one goal away from his next milestone. That's why he's possessing the puck tonight.
Chernak's moving the puck through his own zone. Sends it into the offensive zone. Colorado's got the puck along the wall. Play blown dead. Let's get the call. The Leafs will be forced to serve 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Well, cross-checking is the call here, and that's going to be the Founders special. Anytime you move your hands away from your body and you get your opponent, you know it's going to be called every single time.
Guys, we know this power play has struggled finding their identity, but practice makes perfect here, and we know they've been working hard on this. It's the first power play of the game. Let's see if the efforts will pay off here.
Gets the tip. Toronto's got the puck shorthanded. Great reach.
What are you doing? Just dump the puck out.
Takes the feed at the point. And he makes the save. Trying to get it out of the
Finally.
zone here. And they clear the defensive zone. Knocks the puck down with a stick. Working to shake the pressure from the defensive zone. And the puck is cleared.
Well, you can see the entire PK unit. Their heads are on a swivel, straight line skating, and they're able to get that puck. And because they're looking and aware, they're able to find the white ice and get it 200 feet down.
And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Lindros and company still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Slides the puck over. Great reach with the poke check by Morrissey. The Leafs will kill off a few extra seconds now. Good clearing attempt to breathe. He got all of that hit. The Rockies get a hold of the puck along the boards. And now he tries to get it across to Drouin. Sends it in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there.
Vaughton's almost out of the box.
The Rockies come up empty-handed on the power play. Both sides back to even strength.
James, the PK was a specialty team that I actually played on, and the good aggressive habits there, and it leads to the kill.
The Leafs gain possession in their own end. Moves it to Lindros. Broken up at center by Gartner. Toronto's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Quick pass to Eriksson Ek.
I was never expected to score, James, so this never really bothered me. I was always on the defensive side of it. But listen, the goaltenders had to make some huge save. Everyone's talking about the chances. How about the tenders and their positioning and the ability to move within the net?
The Leafs will play the puck from behind the net. Feeds it on over to Gartner. The Rockies have it now. And down he goes as the puck goes free. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Into the attacking area from the left side. And that got caught up in traffic and goes off a stick. The Leafs ready to go on the attack. Toronto's working the puck near the point. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
The Leafs will play it from the defensive zone. Moves behind the net. Here's a short pass to Clark. Colorado's got the puck in their own end. The Rockies looking against the half wall. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Right in the low slot. Oh, what a glove save by Shesterkin. The Leafs are back home for the next game as they kick off a homestand, and a few tickets still available for each matchup. We're looking forward to that. Late goings of this period. We're still scoreless. Toronto's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Here's a chance, and he comes up with it. Hammers it on net. Stuffs him again.
Well, this is a really great save, James. I mean, you can see that he's battling for position. You can see him moving up and down as his eyes are trying to track and find the puck. That's outworking your opponent and finding a way to make the save.
The Leafs scoop it up along the boards. And he serves it across to Johansson. The Leafs take it along the wall. Puts the puck on net. Makes the save. Here's a pass to the middle. Oh, and he comes up with a stop.
Shesterkin's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. Colorado's going to start with the puck in their own end. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Moves it quickly over to Wallinder. Toronto's got the puck in the defensive end. Here's a shot. Oh, how did he get a piece of that to make the save?
Shesterkin's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Toronto's got the puck. Takes a shot, and that goes off course off a body. 60 seconds left in this one. 55 seconds to go. And he gets in the lane to block that. Quick feed to Morrissey. Locks him. Looks to get the puck over to McSorley. Fired into the offensive zone, and they'll make some changes. Puck sent in, and the defensive pairing will change it up. Colorado's got the puck along the boards. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. Moves it to Chernak. From the blue line, they take control of it. No room for that one to get through. Made the stop on the play. Lozon's taking it from his own end. Lights him up into the boards. Well, there you go. 3 periods in the books, and we still don't have a winner. So keep those buckets tight, because we're going to sudden death overtime in moments.
Well, we got an official goalie duel going on. Let's see if we can get it done in overtime.
Officials are ready to drop the puck here in overtime. And with that, the clock is ticking here on overtime. Let's see if we can get ourselves a hero here. Huge steal in his own end. From the left side, he moves it up ahead. For the win! And he denies him with a monstrous save here in overtime.
Uh-oh.
Scoops up the puck and he's in on a breakaway. Trying to shake loose. And now it's grabbed by Lindros. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Quick shot. Stopped by the goaltender.
There we go, Eric Lindros.
Overtime winner, and we'll put this one to bed. What a thrilling finish tonight. Wow.
They bend, but they don't break here, James. This is a 200-foot play. When you take care of business in your own end, it ends up going the other way. It is something that coaches look for. How you defend, how you can turn pucks over and get going north. They capitalize, they execute, and they wind up on the score sheet.
Well, that brings the night to an end, and we will say goodbye here from Rinkside. From all of us here at EA Sports, my name is James Cebulski. I got to get to bed. See ya.
And the Leafs win the goalie duel, making it 26 in a row, as they outshoot Colorado 39-22. The Rockies have hit Toronto 41-38. Toronto has more time in attack. Rockies have a better pass percentage. Rockies won the faceoff 16-13, and both teams were 0 for 1 on the power play. For the box scores for Toronto, you had Adam Foote with an assist, and Eric Lindros with the goal. And Hasek was a perfect 22 for 22. And he got an assist. For the Rockies, there was no scoring. And Shesterkin made 38 saves on 39 shots, 1 goal allowed for a .974 save percentage. And with the win, Toronto's record now sits at 34-2 for 89 points and first place overall. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game as Toronto heads back home to host the Anaheim Ducks.